Hi, I'm Max. I'm the creator behind Eat the Rich Art. I use he, him, and they, them pronouns, and I am absolutely in the weeds with market prepping for my Pride markets. But I'm running out of some of the colours for the flags. So, here we are again with another yarn haul. So, I have 3 packages to open in this video, except one of them has got delayed and I need to open these packages like now because I need some of the colours. So I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna open that big one that I've just shown you. I've got a smaller one as well to open, and then I will pop on at the end of this video with the final package once that finally arrives. But without further ado, so I'm actually going to start with the smaller one because it's a bit more boring, and then we'll get on to the nice stuff. So my lovely mother saw the top that I made for my sister at the start of the year, and she wants one. Now, she told me this after Home Bargains changed their yarn range, so I have one ball left of the blue that I need to make that top, but it requires like 4.5 balls. So I went to eBay my beloved, and we got some more. So this is the Handmade with Love cake yarn in blue. It's ombre. We have 4 more balls of it. So that will be everything I need to make that top. I'm so sad it's been discontinued because it is lovely to work with. I'm going to close this box of safety eyes while I'm here. Yeah, it's so nice to work with, but unfortunately they have discontinued it. Also, as part of this haul, I was going to show you that I've ordered more eyes, but I've already had to crack into them and one of the boxes arrived broken, so I had to dish it out into my other eye boxes. Luckily I had enough space to do that, but I also ordered some 8mm and some 12mm just plain black safety eyes from Macunia, so they've arrived. I have 100 pairs of both of them because I'm making a bunch of keychains, which means I need loads of 8mm eyes, and that just needed to be opened and done with because I needed them. So that's also been ordered. We have 4 balls of the Home Bargains yarn. Then time to get through this. Do I have scissors anywhere around here? I had to kind of throw all my things everywhere to go and get the parcel from Raw Mail because I'm filming this literally just after this yarn's arrived because I needed it that desperately. So everything's kind of everywhere, but it's fine. We're all good. I actually remembered to order it without the organza bag this time. Well done me. So, to start with, we have colours that we ran out of that we needed, and then we have a few things that I've ordered to try new things out with. So we have some vanilla fudge. There's definitely more than this in the bag because it takes me 2/3 of a ball per cappy to do, and I want to make like 8 cappies. So there'll be more of this dotted through. So far, 2 balls of vanilla fudge. This is Yarn Smith's Chenille Chunky, as usual, my go-to yarn. I love it so much. I really hope at some point they release like a jumbo version of this that's just a bit thicker, like a more blanket thickness size. But for now, we work with the chunky, and that's fine. So 2 of those. Then, oh, there's already a 3rd one. 3 of those so far. There's definitely more. Other things we ran out of that I wanted to order more of. Some storm grey so I can make some mossy guys. I remembered to order 2 balls this time so I can make plenty because those have been going so well for me recently. So we have 2 balls of storm grey. This is another one that I really hope they release it in their blanket yarn, but also as a jumbo at some point because I love the colour so much, but it's not available in what's that blanket yarn called? Snug as a Bug. They don't have this grey just yet. It's a slightly lighter grey and a slightly darker grey, but this is just perfect as a colour. So please, if anyone from Yarnsmiths is watching this, I doubt you are, this in snug as a bug, please. Thank you. 2 balls of Storm Grey. That's new to try, so we'll leave them for a second. Then I got some more yellow because I forgot how many flags use yellow. And also I'm nearly out of normal coloured bees, so I needed to make some more normal coloured bees. So we have a yellow. Because this is my current ball and I am still yet to do pan flags and non-binaries, both of which use yellow. So hopefully 2 balls will be enough to get through that and still make some other bees, just normal coloured bees. So another ball of lemon, I think that is. Yeah, lemon yellow, which is my favourite of the yellows because it's still quite bright, but it's got just a little pastel edge to it that means that it's not offensive to the eyes when it's combined with other colours. So it's still nice next to bright colours because it gives your eyes that bit of a break that you need. But as a pastel, it also works really nicely. Lemon yellow. In a similar vein, I've still not done non-binaries. I'm halfway through bi flags. Do I have anything else that needs purple? Asexuals. So lots of purple flags as well. So I ordered some lilac. Yet again, that was the current ball. I think there's about 50 grams left in that, so another ball was needed. Again, that's the same sort of thing with the lemon, where it's pastel but still bright, which I like. That's a nice middle ground to hit. That's my invoice. Then what else we got in here? Lots of things, lots of messy balls actually. Right, apple green, what's needed, because again I do still have a ball a bit left, but I wanted to make some more mossy guys. I also wanted to make some more frogs, and I've got the Aromantics left to make that uses green, and the genAI flag I will also end up using this green for, so another one was needed. And again, it's just my favourite moss green. It just looks so nice, and it does look very like mossy, because they do have a grass green as well that's a bit less. I don't know enough about colours to explain what I mean. They have a grass green that looks more like grass, right? But moss to me is not a grass colour. Moss is like a richer green, so it's a slightly richer green. If that makes sense to anyone who knows how to explain colours, please tell me how to explain that, because yeah, really pretty green. Then we have, we're nearly done with the old yarns, but yeah, some more sky blue, because again, pans, buys, gay males, yeah, lots with blue in, still left to make, so we needed some more blue. There was other things I wanted to make using light blue, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. My trans things, I want to make another trans hoodie bear, so I needed some more blue because I am nearly out of it. I don't think I have my light blue with me, or do I? I do. Yeah, current ball. I think I've only just dipped into it, but with 3 flags left to do and still wanting to top trans things up, an extra ball wasn't needed. Then we have a bit more vanilla fudge. So we had 3 balls so far. I think 6 balls is what I've ordered in total. So that is 6 balls in total of vanilla fudge. Because like I said, it takes me 2/3 of a ball to do a cappy, so I can get 3 cappies out of 2 balls. So I've got enough for 9 big cappies, which I hope should be enough, but we'll see. I'm probably going to have to put another order in for a bunch more vanilla fudge between my 2 Pride markets, because luckily I've got one at the start of June and then one at the end of August. So if the one at the start of June goes really well, I've got enough time to completely restock for the second one. If it doesn't go great, then that's fine, because the second one I've got is a really big event. So yeah, this video will be going up in July, so you'll probably like, you'll have seen how the first one went. But yeah, I'm aiming to make more sales at the second one, but I figured I'll start prepping for the first one just in case it's like really good for me. And then if I end up with a bit of extra stock for August, that's fine. I can just focus on going back to making my bread and butter stuff, and not just constantly making pride flags, which, don't get me wrong, I love, but I'm so fed up of colour changing. So once I'm done with the keychains and stuff, I may have to just take a small break to stop doing stripes all the time, because it just perplexes my brain. But anyway, 6 balls of vanilla fudge. Then we have some more pink, for the same reason of I need to top trans flags up, so more light pink was needed. And then again, Pans buys more flags with pink in, and I also haven't started making any of the bigger lesbian things yet, so I bought another pink, because I have a light pink already, but I'm thinking that even though for the keychains for the bi flag I've used the brighter pink, can you see the difference? Yeah. For the bigger bi things I'm going to move on to the pastel pink so that I can use the brighter pink for the lesbian flag, because I only have 1 ball of that and I've got a bunch of light pink, so it'll be fine. That's the plan. Yeah, the next thing is this silver, because I bought a silver to do arrow and ace flags with, but I think that will get used up on the flags and I want to make some possums, so I ordered a ball for possums specifically. Then the last balls of stuff that we've seen before we move on to the newer stuff is, got some more rust, again for capybaras, but also because I want to make a bunch of hoodie bears, and I think I get 2 hoodie bears out of a ball, so this is 2 more hoodie bears. I think I've got a little bit left. Yeah, I have enough for 1 more hoodie bear, so that's 5 hoodie bears in total in rust. And then I ordered 1 new ball of Yarnsmith chenille, specifically the chunky, that I've not used before. And it's this gorgeous colour. So this is latte, and I just thought it would be nice to have some of the hoodie bears in different body colours. I should have ordered more white, because I've been meaning to make some in white and I forgot to. So another order is going to have to be placed because I'm going to run out of white. I've only got this ball left. But anyway, I've ordered latte because it's just so cute. This is it compared to the rust. So the rust is a much brighter brown, whereas this is a bit more pastel. I just think it's going to be adorable to make bears in, so I ordered a ball of it. And that brings me up to enough brown to make 7 hoodie bears, which is fantastic. I would love to say that, hang on, I need to check something, I'll keep rambling while I do that. I'd love to say that I'm going to make some hoodie bears in the vanilla fudge, but let's be real, I use so much of the vanilla fudge for cappies that I'm not going to have any left for hoodie bears, I don't think. Right, the thing I need to check is the next new thing I've ordered. I thought I ordered 2 colours, apparently I didn't. I only ordered 1, but that's okay. We can make that work, because I ordered the Yarnsmith chenille in DK, which is a new release for them. I just thought this would be really nice for embroidery, because I tend to find that if I embroider in the chunky, it goes faster than embroidering with acrylic, but then I don't have as much control over the thickness of the lines that I'm embroidering, or like how much they stand out from the plushie. I embroider in acrylic, I have more control over where it goes, but because of the fluff of the chenille compared to the acrylic, it takes a lot of build up for you to actually be able to see the embroidery. So I thought I'd try a DK chenille for embroidery, and that's the only reason I bought this. I'm not going to be making anything out of it because my god, it would hurt my hands. It's so thin, like it's teeny weeny. Look how teeny weeny that is. But I thought it would be really useful for embroidery, so I bought some black. I thought I'd bought some white as well. I don't appear to have done, so I will throw that in when I order some more white chunky. But yeah, so black DK. I'm excited to try that out. And then bear with me a second, I'm just gonna have a sip of water. Then the last two balls that we've got in this order is some more blanket yarn, because I will explain why in a second. So I got some more black blanket yarn because I want to make a toothless for my sister, and I have nearly a full ball of black snug as a bug still, but A, I don't know how much that toothless pattern's going to take to make, and B, if it's really cute, I'd like to make another one for the table. So I figured, buy a second ball. Best case scenario, I can do a full toothless with just the ball I've got, and then I've got a second ball to use for demogorgons and a second toothless. Right. Also, I've been making a lot of cat patterns recently, so I'd like to make a black cat. So I've got more black blanket yarn. So that is the thought behind buying a ball of black blanket yarn. Yeah. The second ball that I've bought is orange. That's so much softer. This is still soft, but it's quite like tense. Whereas this is like, this feels so light and soft and fluffy. Weird. Very weird. Anyway, yes, ordered some orange because I do have a bit of orange mystical left, but I don't know if I have enough for what I want to do. What I want to do is make a giant turtle in the Lesbian Pride colours, because I've got some banana blanket in peachy, which is the Lesbian Pride colours, as a variegated yarn, but I didn't have a good accent colour to go with it, so I've ordered some orange to do that with, because I also want to make a second wizard cat that's ginger using the mystical, so I didn't think I'd have enough mystical to make that second cat and do a turtle. So I ordered some orange blanket yarn. This again is snug as a bug. I was going to get more mystical, but it's gone back up on the Wool Warehouse website to £13 a ball, whereas this is £6 a ball. So I just bought the plain orange instead, trying to be responsible with my profits, which is why I've probably ended up forgetting some colours that I did actually need, because I was trying to be careful about not overbuying, and then I've missed things. But yeah, so yeah, my thought with this is I will use it as the accent colour for the lesbian turtle, but I can then also use it to make just a plain orange cat. I can use it to make a Drip the Octopus. There's so many things I can do in orange. I think my mum wants a fox as well, so I could use the rest of it to make a fox. Yeah, lots of things that I can do with orange, so I just bought a full ball of it because yeah, it will be useful. So that is everything from my Wool Warehouse order and from my eBay order. I have one more ball of yarn coming in a separate package from Amazon because they had a really good deal on it. I was tempted to buy 4 or 5 balls. It was that good of a deal, but I restrained myself because it's not a colour I've tried before, so I don't know 100% if I'm going to like it for the things that I'm intending to use it for. But if it comes and I really like it, then great. And if it comes and I'm not that big of a fan of it, then it's not that hard for me to work through. Because that's the problem I had when I bought the blue twist at the Creative Craft show, not the one in March, the one in November. I bought 2 300-gram balls of it, and it was a gorgeous yarn to work up, but I really struggled to put it into projects. So I've only bought the 1 ball this time of the yarn that I'm trying out, because then if it's not something that's easy to put into projects or doesn't look the way that I think it's going to, I'm not stuck having to make 6 Drift the Octopuses to use it up the same way as I did with the Blue Twist. Which in hindsight, probably not the best idea, because I'm still stuck with quite a lot of those octopi, but it's fine. We'll get through. They will sell eventually, because people do really like them. They're just not selling as frequently at the moment as I thought they would. But yeah, so that is everything I have for now. I will pop in just now with the clip of the other ball of yarn and opening that. Right, just popping on to say that my final yarn package arrived. This is what I got. I got 1 ball of Banana Twist in the colour Dove, because on Amazon it was reduced to £4.50 a ball, and I was like, I can't turn that down, especially not when I needed a grey anyway, because I want to make a Cerberus, and I think this will make a really cute like dog colour once it's worked up, because it's the same as the blue that I used for the Drift Octopuses, and the way that speckles and dapples I think will look really good for a dog in the greys. So, and it's got like a bit of a brown to it as well. I don't know if that's coming up on camera, but yeah, I think it'll make a really cute dog. So that is the final ball of yarn for this haul, and I will pass Max to close the video out. Yeah, we're back. Hello. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you've tried any of this yarn out, what your favourite is that I've bought, if there's any more colours of the Yarnsmith chenille that you think I should try, especially browns. If you've had any nice browns and you think that they'll work well for hoodie bears, let me know. I'm always open to trying new colours, especially if I do need to place an order for some more white. I can order more things at the same time and get free shipping, hopefully. So yeah, let me know on that. If you would like to see what I make with all of these things, drop a subscribe. I will be showing you my market prep over the next couple of months, or I will have already shown you the market prep, and then I'll be showing you how the market had been going after this. Yeah, like, subscribe if you want to see a bit more up to date on where I am, how things are going, more things that I'm making. Follow me on Instagram. If you want to see my angry rants about how the world is, follow me on Threads. I'm on TikTok. I'm trying to post a bit more on there, but it's proving difficult this year for some reason. And I think that's everything I have to promote. If you want to buy my plushies or my patterns, my Ko-fi store is linked in the description. And if you can hype the video, do. That's all of the YouTubery things I need to say. So thank you again for watching, and have a nice day.